So we're taking all the quarterbacks under 25. Now, there's a lot of things to consider. Your talent, your owner, your roster, your position.
And you're considering all those things.
Everything.
Okay.
So trust or bust you as a franchise quarterback 25 years or younger.
All right. Mac Jones.
3. That's better than average. 2.5 is in the middle, so I'm seeing success. The Patriots have the number 3 ranked offensive line in the NFL, and he has the number 1 passing grade among rookies. I don't take a ton from that because they have played. New England's played some starters, and the teams they're playing are not playing starters, so let's not go crazy on his preseason. But I think this is a hard situation to fail. O-line, running backs, great defense. So I see success, although a low ceiling, 3 thumbs up on the trust bust scale.
Okay. 1 to 5. How much do you trust Zach Wilson?
3. I think he's a better talent than Mac Jones, has a great arm. And I do think his general manager, Joe Douglas, is really smart. And I also think he inherits a much better team than Sam Darnold. So, you know, I think it's going to take time. And he's looked really good in preseason. I would say, again, he has faced not a single starting unit. So I could lean more toward the 3 to Mac Jones and more toward the 2 with him, but I'll give him 3 because he has looked good in preseason.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you trust Tua?
So I'm going to give him the Mac Jones grade, 3, which means he's going to win games. I don't see a star. A star is a 4. 5.
Superstar.
Yeah, so 4 is a star. I don't see 2 as a star. I think he'll be the 11th most talented player on the Dolphins this year. But what does he inherit? Excellent GM. Really good head coach. Excellent weapons. Tremendous get you off the field defense. So I see him as a winning starter this year.
Lamar Jackson.
5.
Big trust. Woo.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson.
That's right. Lamar Jackson, to me, is a 5. He has won 80% of his games. He's also beaten good teams. 15 times he's played a winning team. He's 10-5. Yeah, I would love if he sat in the pocket and threw like Mahomes, but Mahomes can't run like him. So 2 of his losses have been to the Chiefs. You take those out, and he's winning like 85% of his games. Hard worker, good organization, is going to be in the playoffs most of the next decade.
Joe Burrow.
Worry about the injury, ownership, and I don't know if he has a great coach, so I'd give him 4. I think he's a star, but there are limitations. Whereas Lamar has tremendous ownership, coaching, and historic foundational support with the Ravens. The Bengals don't have that. So, I mean, if you put Joe Burrow with the Patriots, he could be a 5. Cincinnati holds him back. He's a 4.
Trevor Lawrence.
And I'll throw out a 5. And it's risky because I don't trust anything else right now except him. But I think he's a prodigy. I think once a decade, we get a guy that can overcome nonsense. Now, he's not going to overcome it this year. But I think by next year in that division, they're battling and they're playing. They do have some interesting offensive pieces. If you look at James Robinson, DJ Chark, the wide receiver, Marvin Jones, they've got some pieces. And they had a pretty good defensive draft as well. So I think he's a 5.
Drew Lock.
Do not have a lot of promise here. I'm probably going a little low. I'm going to give him a 1. I know, but I just don't see it working. I don't think he has the coach. I think I probably should do 2. That's kind of mean. But I don't see it. And I think you're in a division with Herbert, Mahomes, and Derek Carr.
The division does matter.
Yeah, I mean, you're going up against all top 12 quarterback talents. I don't care what you want to say about Derek Carr. He's the only thing I can trust with the Raiders. So he gets 6th in division. He has 3 of the top 12 quarterbacks in the league he has to go up against. I'm sorry. That's just not, that to me does not work. We're not going to look up in 5 years and go, oh, it's just a wonderful story about Drew Lock.
Justin Herbert.
5. He literally shattered every passing record behind the worst offensive line in the league.
Very impressive.
And now they've added an elite Pro Bowl center, All-American left tackle, and I thought they hit it out of the park in their draft. To me, he is can't miss.
Daniel Jones.
3. Here's one thing. He throws a really good deep ball, and like Alex Smith, his straight line vertical speed, he is mobile. He can move a little bit. Jason Garrett is a capable offensive coordinator, but not overly creative. I don't love his offensive line, but I do think he is going to eventually be a winning franchise quarterback.
Jalen Hurts.
One, it's not going to work. The coach, he's not talented enough to overcome the nonsense he deals with.
Justin Fields.
4. It's going to be bumpy for a year, but he's a star. I think they need to make moves in the executive level. Everybody in Chicago complains about the coach. I think it's an executive level situation, so I think he's a star.
Sam Darnold.
3, don't kid yourself, they have a ton of offensive weapons.
They do.
Christian McCaffrey, Chuba Hubbard, DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Terrace Marshall, the rookie, looks really good. They have an offensive coach. They're going to score points. They may not stop a nosebleed. They're going to score points.
Very reasonable for your favorite team. Kyler Murray.
5. I'm sorry, he's a playmaker. He's Russell Wilson without all the college starts. I think he's really good. And by the way, improved in every category, and we're not sure he has the right coach. Heck, we're not sure his GM and his head coach got to win this year. I don't have a lot of doubts with him. I don't have a lot of doubt. When I watch him play, closest thing to Russell Wilson. That's pretty good. Pretty good comp, as they say. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.